Hello everyone! Welcome to The Sims 4 on Ash Plays. I am Ash. And this guy is a real hipster bastard. We won't change it too much. We'll change the tenacity of his beard for sure, and his girth. He's a little bit more girth on those bones because we're gonna be making a man who could wrestle a bear. That's right. In fact, fuck it. Bearwrestler is his last name. What's his first name? Barnaby. Barnaby Bearwrestler. Why not? You know, back in the day, that's where last names come from. That's where the surnames come from. It's what you did as your occupation. And he's a bear wrestler by trade, my friends. That's right. We're playing The Sims 4 on Ash Plays. It is our new non-Minecraft series. Hopefully you guys enjoy following along in apparently the adventures of Barnaby Bearwrestler. That was quick. I have only briefly experimented with this game, but it is The Sims, so it should be fairly easy.
Menarshkel?
Dude, sit down.
Rainick? Ooh, from?
If you go too deep, I've learned, it gets a little bit robotic, so if you go like right about here.
Oh, Wajini?
Chobe, Mr. Glorb.
Hey, Shulik Prasig.
Yeah, that's the one. that's the voice of a lumberjack or a professional arm wrestler. Hell yeah. At truck stops, wrestling other people's arms. Arms only, bro. That's what we're wrestling. Just our arms. Yeah. Alright, let's move on. So we're going to leave him as a young adult. We have the option of making him a regular adult, apparently. Which, if you look, makes his jaw a little bit wider for some reason. That's not what happens. Anyway, we're going to leave him as a young adult. Gives him some time to like grow into his self a little bit. Without going too far overboard and going to teen. Oh, God, looks fucking emo. Looks like I looked back when I was back in 2003.
Oh,
his beard's gone. We gotta get his beard back. We gotta get a more tenacious beard. Let's click on his head. We're clicking on his head so we can make him look a little bit more manly. Facial hair first. There's not really a big beard. This is the biggest beard I could really get. Look at him. It's already looking better. Obviously, a big beard is necessary because that is one. I have a big beard and I like to live vicariously through other digital beards. You know. Beard, it's kind of hard not to put a beard on your character when you yourself have a beard. It's sort of like, it's kind of hard not to put a third boob on your character if you have a third boob. Total Recall style. Maybe that's not the right connection, I don't know. So we're looking for something nice. That's a little bit, it's alright I guess. Looking for something trendy here, something that goes well with the beard. Oh, I think I found it. Boom. Sort of like the hipster pomp. Yeah, it looks good with the beard. It looks good with the beard. There's no getting around it. Hipster or not, it's no getting around how good that looks. Alright, so we've got different options here. We've got the hair options, the facial hair options. We've already gone through all this. I don't want a hat. None of the hats really look that good. We could go with accessories, which we could change the earrings. But the only ones that look really good, in my opinion, are the plug-ish ones, which aren't really plugs, let's be honest. They look a little bit like plugs, though. And if I expand his jaw out, it makes his beard look larger. So that's a good thing. So we'll do that a little bit. We'll expand his mouth out a little bit there, make his nose a little bit more protrusive, maybe pull it down a little bit. We need to get rid of these glasses. His eyes are fine. His eyes are fine. Let's get rid of those glasses. Yeah, nice clear view of his lovely orbs. His ocular orbs. His eyeballs. We're going to rotate him again here, and we're going to maybe move his eyes out a little bit if we can. Definitely want a caveman-esque head there. That's a little bit... that's fine right there. Let's make it a little wider if we can. That's alright. I think his eyes look pretty good, actually. A lot of times they're too close together, but in this case I think they're pretty nice and even right in the middle of his fucking face. Ears, I think we'll do a little bit out, but not too much. And as for this, we'll flesh out his face a little bit. Now, what we want to do next is click the body. We click on body here. Now, these are sliders. It's like body shape versus body tone, I guess. Like, we can make him skinny or muscular. Look at that. Look how beefy he looks. A little too beefy. A little too beefy. He needs a little bit of girth on him, I think. How about, like, right... we need to make his thighs a little bit less unnaturally large. Give him a little bit of a gut, maybe. Yeah, a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Make him look like he eats some raw moose. I don't know. Fuck. All right. I think it looks pretty fucking good, actually. All right. Yeah. Now, is there a way I can make him like really fucking tall? I'm saying the F word a lot. I apologize. We do need. Let's just go for clothes real fast. Tattoos, though. I kind of like his tattoos. I like the sleeve look. Pretty dope. I think I'm gonna leave it. I think I'm gonna leave his tattoos like they are. I think I like the sleeves. I want a nice look. Definitely can't cover up the sleeves. What's the point? That's a little too scene for me. About this? I think that's a nice happy medium between lumberjack and modern man. How do you like that? I think we're gonna go with that. It shows a little bit of his tats. It's not buttoned up all the way. Oh, yeah, he's hip as fuck. You know it. He knows it. I know it. We all know it. Let's go ahead and go to... I like his bottoms already. Let's go to his shoes. We could go and leave the ugly Toms slip-ons. That'd be pretty... They actually look alright. What about these? What's the difference? These are just the same, except they're dark colored. But you can pick colors between these. So if I wanted to like pick blue, I could, or gray, or lighter colored. Those are ugly. Or we can go with like a more standard Converse All-Star look. It's all right. I mean, it's a really good go-to. Maybe we could go to red for a more, or black for a more classic look. I like the black ones. Let's go with that. That's fine. Now, the jeans in this game make your legs look weird if you make them too buff. So we can't really go too buff. Maybe we can widen our calves a little bit. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think he looks pretty fucking good, actually. Hell yeah, he's shaping up nicely. Barnaby, you're gonna be laying some sweet, sweet moves on all the ladies while you cut down trees and also recite poetry. Pick an aspiration is what we gotta do, apparently. So we have these various aspirations. We got athletic, we got creativity, we got deviance, we got family, food, fortune, knowledge, love, nature, popularity. And these are what you're aspiring for, your basic aspirations through life. So, do you want to aspire to be rich? Do you want to aspire to, like, be out in nature? Do you want to, like, learn everything? Do you want to have a family? Do you want to be athletic or creative? Do you want to have a life of fucking crime and be dastardly, apparently? Or do you want to be popular? Is that what you want? I think it's a good question. We gotta think about this very carefully. Love is a good one, you know. Alluring sims are more successful at romance than others. Meaning we could just talk about nothing, and then whoever's listening to us is just staring deeply into our beard, and they don't even give a shit of what we're saying. They're just loving it, loving every minute of it. You know what? I think that's a good idea. Athletic could be good, too, but I don't really feel like making my sim jog, you know? Popularity, knowledge, nature. Seems weak. Collectors can find rare collectibles more often. Whereas opposed to alluring sims have better romance. You know, that seems powerful. This seems weak. I don't really know if collections are really good or anything, I guess. It's tough. What if I pick this? What if I pick... See, we're going to pick... Okay, I got it. Okay, athletic, bodybuilder. Really? Is that the only option we have? I don't like that. That's dumb. If we pick love, we can pick serial romantic, meaning we just go from one relationship to the other. Or soulmate. Popularity, we have joke star, party animal, or friend of the world. Knowledge, renaissance, nerd brain, computer whiz. Family, big happy family, successful lineage. Oh, that's pretty cool. Food, chef, or master mixologist. Fabulously wealthy or mansion baron. Public enemy or chief of mischief. It's all really cool, I guess. It's pretty decent. The question is, what do we want Barnaby to aspire for? You know, him being a ladies' man seems right. His natural musk. Everyone should want to mount him. Men, women, children. Oddly enough. Animals. That doesn't mean he's gonna let them, but the desire is always going to be there. So let's go ahead and pick love, and I like soulmates. You know, that's nice. It's nice. He's not gonna be penetrating everyone. He's just looking for the right one. It just so happens everyone wants to be up on it. You know. All right, let's pick this traits. So we have 3 traits we can pick. And we have all these things to pick from. We've got emotional traits, hobby-esque traits, lifestyle traits, or social traits. And these are going to help or hinder us in certain ways. And decide how our sim reacts to the world, what he wants to do or doesn't want to do, what affects his mood and what doesn't affect his mood much, etc. So if I wanted him to be active, he would be energized and ready to go and do activities, but if he doesn't do those activities, he'll get all sad, pouty, you know. So the idea, I guess, is what do we want him to be made up of? If I go to lifestyle, what do we have here? Glutton, insane. These Sims can talk to themselves and have unpredictable emotions, so they don't necessarily need people to talk to, but at the same time, they might actually murder people, it sounds like. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I'm not going to pick it, but it sounds good. I like bro, actually. These Sims can bro hug other bros, gain confidence around other bros, and become energized from watching sports. That sounds ridiculous. Tempted to pick it, but I can't do that to Barnaby. He's not a bro. He doesn't look like a bro. I mean, he might look like a bro, I guess, but he's not. He's not a bro. He's definitely not a bro. So romantic would be a good one. Self-assured would be a good one because he should be confident. Look at him. His scent is that of confidence. If he had a perfume or a cologne, it would be called Self-Assured by Barnaby. Boom, doing it. You gotta be self-assured if you're gonna wrestle bears. That's for sure. Okay, so next trait is gonna be what? Hobbies. We could make him a geek. That would be nice. Collision with like his romantic inclinations. If he was a dude that just liked to play video games. I mean, I'm sure thousands of us, I say us, thousands of people, millions of people are just like fighting it. You know, get into a relationship, but you really would just want to go play World of Warcraft instead of canoodling. It's a constant battle. Men, women, and children all over the world are going through it. You know what? Let's take a look at lifestyles again. Loves the outdoors is a good one because he's gonna want to chop down trees at all times, basically. It's a good option. It's just a good option. Good. These Sims become happy around Sims with positive moodlets. Can donate to charity, become sad when interacting with evil Sims, and discuss world peace. Loner, outgoing, non-committal, family-oriented. You know what? I think we're gonna go with geek.
Naprapsuna.
And
Kipoy Iba.
and ambitious, maybe, because he wants to cut an entire force down single-handedly. Boom. Done.
Huh.
So he's a self-assured, ambitious geek. I like it. It's a little bit eccentric. I like it. Okay. So I think everything's done. We got all of his moods and traits and stuff. He's got his look down. A slightly chubby, lumberjack-esque hipster with sweet tats. And a little bit of tear in his jeans there. Perfect. So let's do this. Let's get in and pick our house. Bearwrestler. Definitely not the pose we want. If we click on this, it'll give us another randomized pose. No. Too happy. Oh, sensual. Loving it. Doing it. Looking real sexy. It's got me turned on. Alright, manage the world. Now, it looks like we have two options. We can either live in Willow Creek, which is like this nice foresty area, which is probably where we would want to be. And we got this other area, which is more like a beach front area. Like maybe Florida or California or someplace like that. Arizona. Not Arizona. I saw cactuses over here. Or Willow Creek, which is your typical American suburb, northeastern area. So it's got trees, and we want to cut those trees down, so that seems like the natural choice. Now for houses, it looks like the green squares are the ones we can afford. Some of them are just blank, where we'd have to build a house from scratch. And then some of them are filled with houses, which we would be paying for the house. We'd obviously have more money to build. Like, we start with 20 grand, and the blank plot costs 2,000, so we'd have 18,000 to build a house and put stuff in it. Or you have these starting houses that have prices assigned to it to the cost of the house, basically. Now, I want to pick the biggest one. We got a 30 by 20. It's a little bit more expensive than these two houses, but at the same time, it's easy to run a room in the Sims games, in my experience. And it's only like $1,000 more than this house. Now, this one looks interesting in terms of its layout. This looks really straight. This one looks really straight. This one has like a little bit of a turn in it, an L shape. You know what? I think I'm going to do this. Now, normally I'd pick furnished because I'm lazy, but because we're on a journey here with Barnaby, I want to give him a house that really fits his needs. I think unfurnished house is a nice middle ground for us to start at. It's not building a house from scratch, but it isn't having one pre-made for us and boring. So we'll have $9,000 and some change to furnish this house and hopefully save a little bit of money up so that we're not completely broke when we end the building session, and we can start looking for a job to supplement that income. But if we can't find one we like right away, we at least have a little bit of money to survive on until we get one. And on that note, could this be the perfect home for the Bearwrestler household? I think so. Hopefully there's bears in this plot of land that's next to us, because I feel like stabbing one right in its bare gullet. And then I would sew it back up, though, because it's about wrestling bears, not murdering them necessarily, unless they get completely fresh. Okay, so I basically know how this stuff works. I made sure to come in and build a little bit and do some... You want to pause first, obviously. That's the first thing you want to do. I think the next thing I want to do is go into build mode, which is this button up here. And I'm just going to pop this thing. I think it looks kind of dumb to have your mailbox facing that instead of here. So I'm going to pop it somewhere. Why can't... There we go. Put like right here. Okay. Step one, done. Okay, so I'm going to click this so I can have a little bit of walls, not the whole walls. If we do that, the whole wall will be like that. It'll be blocking all of our stuff. So we'll do this. Now we're going to go room by room and decide what we want to be in each room. So obviously this is a bathroom. This will probably be a bedroom. This will be our living area combined with the kitchen area maybe. Or this could be our kitchen. And this will be a living / entertainment room or office. I think that's what we'll do. We'll do a kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, living room slash, what is that one room called? Study-ish, where we'll have like maybe some entertainment, like a computer, some sort of game or something like that, a bookshelf and stuff like that, a little small library kind of thing. Yeah, that sounds tight. They say that still? The kids? Is it off the chain? Is it crunk or something? It seems crunk. It's marginally crunk, I'm pretty sure. So let's go ahead and go room by room. We'll start with our bedroom, okay? We're starting with the bedroom. So let's go to this, and down here we can go by rooms. It'll give us basically suggestions of what it thinks that will be in a bedroom, for instance. And in this case, we can just click on the bed, and it gives us all the beds. It filters all the beds out. So we have options here. We have the kids' bed, which obviously I like the name. It's called Anti-Goblin Bed, which is awesome. Even though I'm pretty sure a goblin could fit in the little drawers that are underneath the bed. But I digress. I'm not a child. And neither is Barnaby. We have a Mod Pod Twin Sleeper. The clean, simple lines of this contemporary style twin are soothingly functional in modern design. Less is more, so we'll leave it at that. So we have several options, but we don't want to go too expensive, I don't think. Then again, a bed is a good investment because it does give you more energy the higher you go, but we'll have to get up really expensive before we can get any sort of sizable gains in energy. So I think we're just going to go with this Mod Pod Twin Sleeper, and we're going to have to pick like a color scheme for our bedroom. A blue maybe blues. Should we go with some blues? Or the pinks are pretty sexy, but I'm not going to do that. What about green? You know what? I think we're going to go with blue. This nice stripy blue color. That seems nice. Let's go ahead and rotate the camera. And I'm going to rotate this bad boy to fit. There, come on. There we go. Put it right underneath the window for symmetry's sake. Look at him looking at his smartphone, probably looking at Tinder. Already, Barnaby? You should be ashamed of yourself swiping left on all those lovely, lovely peeps on Tinder that are obviously just, it's chock full of actual, real life, good human beings, not full of degenerate assholes. So let's go ahead with the end table. I think we definitely need an end table. We have some options. We could just put a fucking crate. Look at this. That is ridiculous. I don't want a crate. If we pay just 70 bucks or 65 bucks, we can have some nice modern contemporary designs. I think I'll probably go with one of these. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a nice one that will give us like a blue color. See, that doesn't really match, does it? I want a dark color with a blue. What about this? Does this look alright with it? It looks okay, I guess. It doesn't match completely. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. So next thing we need is probably a dresser for our clothing. And I think we're going to go with maybe this one. This one right here is cheaper for sure. Is there anything good in terms of color? There's a couple of decent blues, I guess. Is this match-ish? Can't really see. Okay, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Let's go with this nice, odd-shaped dresser. And we're going to put it... Where are we going to put this thing? You know what? We'll just put it next to our bed right here. And that way we have a little room in this corner for something more entertainment-wise. Clocks. Should we have a clock? Adorn your mantle and fill your heart with gentle tick-tock of this antique rosewood clock. Features a hand-painted dial and polished bevel for timeless, elegant timekeeping. I don't think you need a clock anymore for alarms, but I could be wrong. Like, almost all the decently priced clocks are just hanging clocks. So I don't really think we need this. I think I'm going to save that. What about an indoor plant? Definitely think we should liven up the bedroom with a plant. What do you guys think? Like, we can change the colors of the plants as well. Let's make it blue and match everything else. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, blue potted plant. Boom! Look at that. That is lovely as hell. Okay, so the bedroom is done for now. We might come back to it and add one or two things. Next up is going to be the bathroom, I think. So we want a toilet right away. Let's pick the toilet. I think we want... it's a tough call because they each have their own things. These two have the same stats, except this one is uncomfortable. I've paid about a little over 100 more. I can get this one, which is the same stats, except it is not uncomfortable, apparently. In the bathroom, we should just go with porcelain white, right? No, nothing weird in the bathroom in terms of color. I think I'm just gonna go with this one. It's not uncomfortable. Probably worth the few extra dollars for it to not to be like made out of like, I don't know, spikes or something. I don't know. Why would you be sitting on the toilet that long? Anyway, let's put the toilet against this corner. And now we need a shower. So I think we'll go with this nice shower, actually, and let's see if we can make it a different color, because that's dark colored. I don't know, it's not letting me pick any light colors. It's just weak. In fact, it's kind of weak, so weak that I'm not even going to pick it, even though it's better. What this one? That one will be alright. It'll be alright for now. We'll change it if we needed a better one later. I'm going to do it right here so that they can't look in the window at my naked bod. Alright. Alright, so we got the shower and the thing here. So, do we want a sink in there? I know in other Sims, they just ignore the fucking sink in the bathroom and go wash their hands in the kitchen sometimes. Which is, silly, in my opinion. Absolutely silly. Hygiene for... What about these? I think we want... If we're gonna do this, let's do it right. We want hygiene to be at an all-time high in the bathroom. Let's go with this weird one. See if we can get a nice light color. That looks good. Alright, let's turn this bad boy around facing the right direction. Put it right there. And we'll want a mirror above it for sure. We'll just make it a little cheap wall mirror. Oh, we gotta make it the right color. There we go. Put it right above. I think that's right. Let's just make sure. Let's make sure we get it right. Yeah, that'll work. Boom. Bathroom complete. Now we could add a little bit of knickknacks. In fact, I probably will. I think we want some toilet paper for sure. We can put that next to our toilet. If we just put the walls back on and zoom in far enough, we can pinpoint where we want the toilet location. Probably like right there. And then a towel rack for sure. We have any good towel racks? Put a towel rack on the wall. Is there any room? I can't see now where I am. There we go. Okay, we're back in the bathroom at least. It's gonna be rough. I think we can fit right there. Okay, we got a towel rack in there now. Now I think we're gonna skip this big room and go straight to the kitchen area. So let's go ahead and go to the kitchen section. Where is it? There we go, the first one. We want a fridge first. We don't want to go with the shitty 1970s fridge. And really the 1990s fridge isn't all that attractive either, but it is way cheaper than this one. It's like half the price. So I think we're gonna go with this one. It's right in the middle. It's a nice price. What color? What color? Blue? Should we go with blue for the kitchen again? Why not? Why not? Alright, we might move this around. We're just gonna put it in there for now. Now, counters. Let's put a stove in first. I think we'll go with this one in the middle here. It's not as bad as this old 60s and 70s model, or 80s maybe. And it's a little bit more modern. and it's over double the price, but it's way under these. They just jump in price. All right, let's go ahead and put this in there too then. Boom. And I guess we want one of these things. They're pretty cheap, and I guess they help you not burn your house down, so that's always a plus. There's an oddly placed window, so I'm going to move the stove over here. Perfect. Alright, we got partial walls back up. Alright, so we have the stove and the fridge. Now we need counter space. So if we go ahead and pick these cheap counters and go with another blue,